Once upon a time, in a faraway world, there lived a beautiful princess, Snow White. The princess was kind-hearted and helped people and animals whenever she could. One fine day, Snow White meets a charming prince, and they become friends. Snow also has a cruel stepmother, the Queen, who is always jealous of Snow White's pure beauty. The Queen learns about Snow White's relationship with the prince. She couldn't hold her jealousy and decided to kill her. Orders a huntsman to kill the princess. Since the huntsman is good at heart, he asks her to run off to a faraway land. To save herself, Snow White flees out of the kingdom into the dense wood. Exhausted and hungry, she finds a cottage door. She knocks, and when nobody answers, she steps inside. The cottage is a mess from the inside. So, Snow White resolves to clean the cottage with the aid of her forest buddies. She looks around the rest of the cottage and discovers 7 tiny beds, which she guesses are for small children. Exhausted from traveling, the princess snoozes by, curling up on the bed. Later in the day, 7 dwarfs arrive at their cottage after a long day of work to discover the lovely girl asleep on their bed. When Snow White awakens, the 7 dwarfs, Sneezy, Bashful, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, Sleepy, and Doc, hold her attention. The princess introduces herself and recites her story. After hearing Snow White's harrowing tale, the dwarfs unite to defend the lovely princess from the wicked queen. The evil queen is enraged when she finds out about Snow White. She conjures up a magical concoction and injects it into an apple. When the dwarfs are off to work, the wicked queen presents Snow White with an apple. As Snow White eats the poisoned apple, a spell that can only be broken by true love is cast, putting her to sleep. The dwarfs were so sad. They thought she was dead and put her in a glass coffin. Key. One day, a handsome prince was passing through the forest and saw Snow White in the coffin. He leaned down and kissed her on the forehead. At that moment, she opened her eyes. The 7 dwarfs called out, "Hooray!" Everyone was happy. The prince took Snow White to his palace and they lived happily ever after. Please like, subscribe and share the channel.